Sundari, Kusu and Jyoti took two tests each. Sundari scored 24 out of 60 and 32 out of 40. Kusu scored 35 out of 70 and 54 out of 60. Jyoti scored 27 out of 90 and 45 out of 50. Who among them registered maximum progress? So we are talking about progress here. So that means who among these three scored better marks in their second test as compared to their first test. Alright, so that is what we have to find out. So let's say these are the result of first test and this is the result of their second test. Let's start with Sundari. Sundari scored 24 out of 60 in their first test, in her first test. So what we'll do is first convert this into percentage. So in order to do that, we multiply it with 100. 23s are, 25s are, 3 8s are, and 5 8s are 40%. Alright. And in her second test, she scored 32 out of 40. Let's convert this into percentage. So we multiply it with 100. 22s are, 25s are, 2 1s are, 2 6s are, and 15 into 8 will give me 80%. Alright. So progress, she went from 40% to 80%. So here there is a progress of 40%. Alright. Let's talk about Kusu now. In her first test, she scored 35 out of 70. Let's convert this into percentage. So we multiply it with 100. 0 0 gone, 7 5 is 35. So this is 5 10s are 50%. And in her second test, she scored 54 out of 60 multiplied with 100. So here 0 0 gone. 6 9s are 54 and 9 10s are 90. Alright. So Kusu went from 50% to 90%. So here there is a progress of another 40%, again 40%. Let's talk about Jyoti now. In her first test, she scored 27 out of 90. Let's multiply it with 100 to convert this into percentage. 0 0 gone. 9 3s are 27. So she scored 30% in her first test. And in the second test, she scored 45 out of 50. Multiplied with 100. 51s are, 52s are, and 45 into 2, 90%. Alright, so now we can see that Jyoti went from 30% to 90%. So there is a progress of 60%. Alright, and that is what we are asked, who among them registered the maximum progress. So you can clearly see that among these three, Jyoti scored the maximum progress. So here option C is the correct one, only Jyoti.